Welcome back to the Missing 411 podcast, where we explore the most baffling cases of unexplained disappearances on Earth. Tonight, we aren't just recounting old mysteries. We are announcing an endeavor so critical, so complex, it could completely rewrite the rulebook on human vanishing acts. We are talking about our next massive undertaking, the filming of the Missing 411 National Parks documentary. Why is this so crucial? Because the vast, protected lands of the national parks represent the epicenter of the Missing 411 phenomenon. For years, access to thoroughly investigate these specific park cases has been limited, shrouded in bureaucracy and silence. But now that is changing. We've just completed major logistical planning with our crew on exactly how we will penetrate these silent zones to find the truth. This is not a small film. It is a monumental effort to showcase the strange patterns that link these cases together. It is a big endeavor, and we need resources to properly explore these mysterious incidents, some of which hint at phenomena beyond human comprehension. To fund this critical investigation, we are actively looking for sponsorships. We particularly need support from outdoor gear and camping equipment manufacturers, companies whose products are designed for survival, but are sometimes left behind when people disappear. We will feature your company on the show. It's guaranteed exposure to an audience deeply invested in the unexplained mysteries of the wilderness. We are open to partnering with anybody who wants to help us pull these dark secrets out of the woods and into the light. Beyond corporate support, we need you to join the mission on the ground floor. We need you on Kickstarter. Just go to Kickstarter.com and search for Missing 411 to contribute to this crucial documentary. There are multiple tiers of support, allowing everyone to participate. You can throw in a few bucks to become part of the cause, or you can choose a higher level and receive exclusive Missing 411 gear. For the truly adventurous, some tiers even offer the possibility of being featured in the documentary itself. Your contribution directly fuels the resources needed to pursue the most difficult, high-altitude, and seemingly impossible Missing 411 cases. Now, for something a bit different, don't forget about the Bigfoot cruise to the Caribbean. This is your chance to meet researchers and discuss all things unexplained, from cryptids to UFO disappearances. To book your spot, search for Bigfoot Cruise or Bigfoot Caribbean Cruise, or visit the website Gatheroup Events. That's one word. It's going to be a fascinating time with Meldrum and Mariah Mayer. Before the cruise even sets sail, I'm personally hosting a special trip to the infamous Coral Castle in Florida. It's a structure built under circumstances that defy engineering logic, a perfect prelude to our discussion of impossible phenomena. Now, listen closely. This next letter is crucial. I know some of you dislike the letters, but this particular message serves as a perfect, terrifying segue into the mechanics of disappearance we call a dimensional rift. This gentleman wrote to us confessing that he once went missing for an hour and 45 minutes, right off a city street in Birkenhead, England, back in 1987. His conscious experience only registered a few minutes. After a tense interaction, he walked out of a door and stood waiting for a friend. He felt he was only there for a short time, maybe 5 minutes just looking at the door. But when he walked out onto the street, children were leaving school at 3:45 p.m. He had left the building at approximately 2 p.m. An hour and 45 minutes of his life had simply vanished. His friend confirmed that when she checked for him, he was not there. He had instantly disappeared from the spot where he thought he was standing. Yet, he was only looking at a door that he never saw open again. What the hell is going on when a person can be looking at an object, yet be invisibly removed and then returned? He suggested he might have been in an invisible state, or perhaps stepped through an unseen time warp. This brings us to the point of separation. Once you take your eyes off someone, that brief window, something can happen. We suspect these are temporary dimensional rifts opening, swallowing individuals whole, and sometimes spitting them back out with their memories compromised. This gentleman's experience is a terrifying, urban manifestation of the core Missing 411 profile. The truth may be that these forces operate everywhere, but are only noticed in the national parks where points of separation are common. Now, let's look at two eerily similar Missing 411 cases from the harsh, cold terrain of Alaska, the Alaska Void, both involving bizarre scenarios and proximity to major aviation hubs. First, Damon Justin Bonds, a 31-year-old machinist who vanished on March 27, 2004, from Anchorage. He was a skilled man, a father, and he owned a truck. His truck was found parked strangely at DeLong Lake Park, which is right across from the Anchorage International Airport. This is a recurrent geographical anomaly in missing 411 research. What makes this case truly bizarre is that Damon's beloved dog, a boxer mix named Scully, was found shivering in the bed of the truck. His cell phone was abandoned on the front seat. Everyone confirmed Damon would never leave his best friend, Scully, like that. Something instantaneous and drastic must have occurred, leaving his faithful companion behind. His parents kept the case alive for years. They even spoke to psychics, one of whom claimed Damon was a victim of foul play and his body was discarded in a hidden, tundra environment, a description too vast to be helpful. The key unanswered question remains: why was he at that lake? Who was he supposed to meet? Or was he intercepted by a force he couldn't comprehend? The police custody of the cell phone is the missing piece of the puzzle. This family's ongoing pain is palpable. 9 years later, on what would have been Damon's 40th birthday, his parents ran a heartbreaking newspaper ad with his baby picture. That kind of loss is a life sentence. Our second case is eerily similar. Keith Stompro, a retired Army entrepreneur who went missing 9 years after Damon, in December 2013, from Fairbanks. Keith had traveled to Alaska and was driving north when he hit a caribou, a jarring event that may have created a subtle, energetic vulnerability. The trooper noted he seemed upbeat, despite the crash. He got a ride to Fairbanks and checked into Pike's Waterfront Lodge on the Chena River. And again, just like Damon's case, this hotel is immediately adjacent to the Fairbanks airport. On December 14th, housekeeping entered his room. His luggage was spread out, his valuables were on the bed, but the bed was unslept in. He had not taken a shower. Keith, an Arizona resident accustomed to 70-degree weather, had vanished into 2-degree cold without a trace. He simply walked out of a secured hotel room and was gone. He was an adventurer, not a flight risk. What in the heck happened? He was either met by an entity or he stepped through a localized rift right there by the river, never to return. Both of these cases, the phone left behind, the untouched hotel room, do not fit any standard missing person profile. They are classic examples of the inexplicable nature of missing 411. The time warp letter suggests that these vanishings are not always remote. They are often sudden, silent, and involve forces that can render a person invisible or pull them into an instantaneous dimensional rift. This is why the Missing 411 National Parks documentary is so crucial. We must go to the epicenters of this phenomenon to finally find the missing link that ties together a vanished businessman and a man who lost an hour and 45 minutes of his life. I pray that Damon Bonds' son, now an adult, finds the intellectual curiosity to pursue the truth of what happened to his father. The answer to their mystery may already be buried in the missing 411 data. Do me a favor, check out Kickstarter.com. Contribute to our documentary, Missing 411, the National Parks. Help us bring these impossible stories to a global audience. And remember to be kind. Kindness is free. It is a state of mind. Be kind to people and they will be kind to you. Thanks for listening to the Missing 411 podcast. Until next time.